Alright, so what does Fintham see in the first floor? When he starts opening up those doors.
We're all on the second floor. Do not go to the first floor just because you're fast. We're all gonna do it together.
Yeah, we're searching the second floor.
Yeah. Like,
I'm just trying to stop a guy from getting out.
Or you can go there.
I mean, Lenny went upstairs by himself.
You can go to the first floor, but since we're on the second floor, we're gonna do the second floor first, and then we'll go to wherever Fintham is.
And Fintham, why don't you come up here where we are?
Because Fintham needs to check the rooms downstairs.
I think we'll start with what notes might not have been destroyed.
Good call.
I'm gonna do another perception check in this new room, but I'm telling you, this shield better fucking come through.
I'm gonna check the little room that I have here.
Come on, eyes of the rat. Come on.
No, wait, I haven't.
You find some, Asmodee, you find some like really dusty, out of style velvet courtier clothes. They are pretty ugly, but kind of right up your alley. Big fluffy collars and what do you call it? Dashed sleeves.
Right.
Todd is checking out the bathroom, I guess.
Todd just had to go.
Bruce and Lenny in the lab. You find notes pretty similar to the stuff you found in Bowden's, trying to come up with a potion that looks like it has blood as a strong component of it. These people on the table look kind of warped, like they've been maybe fed some of these potions. They don't quite seem that they've gotten to the evolved level of the mantisant or the cat lady.
So Jictor is just not as talented as Bowden. Or Bowden.
Can I cast Speak with Dead on this one?
Oh yeah, and is any of them the gnome?
The gnome is this one in the middle.
Okay. Does it have a familial resemblance to Jector?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Question. Do the notes look like they're in like a similar handwriting to the ones for Bowden, or are they like obviously different handwriting?
They don't, but you do notice that while it seems to all be his stuff, some of the pages where he's making more erratic attempts, where he's saying like, maybe we can get it to work with just one type of blood. Maybe we can get it to work. They seem like jittery, more like frenzied writing, and then sometimes more calm and methodical writing. Like, maybe he's not himself all of the time.
But he's definitely crazy all the time.
He's crazy. So which one do you want to talk to? There's a gnome and a human.
I'll talk to the gnome.
Well, they're doing that. I just searched the 3 rooms, but we can focus on that. I'll just get 3 search checks.
Alright. 5 questions.
What do you want to ask?
Are you really the head of the Quickie Mart?
Do it.
Don't. Yeah.
I was saying that to get it out of his system now. Alright.
That was a practice.
You know what I'm going to do, truthfully? I'm going to try to nap a little bit. Because if I can get maybe 15, 20 minutes from now, it's closer to my hour and a half. I'm going to solve that.
Does short rest accumulate like that?
I'm going to type the questions.
That way no one can interpret them at all.
Exactly.
That's actually a really good mechanic, all considering.
It really is. I thought about that, like doing something where you could only have a type, where it was all silence, so you had to communicate telepathically.
I don't know if you guys remember the riddle room where Lenny cast the cone of
Yep.
silence and we couldn't talk to the thing
That was good.
telling us riddles.
Yeah, I could have released that spell at any time.
Silty Barbary, eh?
Okay, so it's a House Barbary, so it is a family member.
Okay. What else should we ask? Maybe.
Well,
Let's get
You
back
know.
to that short rest thing. Can we span it out over the course of a
Let's
minute
ask
at
the
a time,
questions
60
first.
times?
did you know the guy who did this to you?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because if he doesn't look like he's like him and he's a Barbary, then that's weird.
And that doesn't have a number in front of it, it doesn't count.
Everyone's typing. Everyone's typing.
Todd is the one asking the questions.
All pet questions are parent related.
I mean, I'm not sure how he'd know how long he's been dead.
Oh, I guess
I guess
mine
I'll
is 4.
Let me just read the spell, Speak with Dead.
Yeah, no spell hit you in life.
Oh, the spell fails. Within if the corpse has to be only 10 days fresh.
Oh,
Oh, well then I guess he must have died in less than 10 days. I mean, the body looks fresh anyway. Alright, we got
Yep.
one left.
Do we want his consent for me to reincarnate him, maybe?
Why do we want to reincarnate him?
I don't know. Maybe
So
he's
he could
useful.
be a happy animal slave.
It's also, there's this, one, he's very likely going to be an animal, and 2, blood seems to be important, so we get some of that.
Think you can smell out the guy that killed him?
Yeah.
we're gonna resurrect the 12 families as woodland creatures.
That seems like a smart choice.
It's turning into a Disney movie.
It already is, man.
Already is.
A very strange Disney movie.
This is the strangest Disney movie I've ever been a part of. For one, I'm a part of it.
The actual odds of it being a woodland critter are pretty small.
I want that cannon stamp.
Thank you. I knew that was really bad.
All hail Zardos.
Stop in there with all the big head. Fucking Rick and Morty.
I know.
Show us what you got.
Well, I
You
mean,
know where bombs are, so how can you help kill them? I think that's 4.
Yeah, we skipped that one. So maybe where does the mother live? That could be important.
Yeah, we wanted.
I mean, I guess it's like we've gotten the heights in the South Host. Is that like address specific or?
Oh,
like,
we didn't-
5, sir.
we didn't count Adam's past 10 days question. Do we have one question left?
Yeah, we do.
We have
Okay.
one question left, but again, I don't know that. Can the dead person see the room they're in right now? They only know
was
that
there
they
anyone
were.
else? Was there anyone else dead in the room? I guess is a better question. Did they
Well, he
like?
said he was given a drink and he doesn't remember what happened.
Yeah, and it's also about what they knew in life, not
Yeah.
like what
Well,
the
how about
dead
this?
body
Hey,
perceives afterwards.
This
So
might be a good question. Where did he get given the drink? In other words, then we have a location that we can at least tie in.
Yeah.
I bet you it was downstairs.
Yeah, it was probably here. Yeah, it says
Probably
my uncle.
downstairs. Like,
It says my uncle brought me here, gave me a drink.
I think. Yeah. So again,
My uncle brought me to his house. How about that?
yeah.
This
So
is
we've
why
got
writing
Mark-
the questions is imperative.
Hey, he doesn't know where he is, because that's fair if he never saw this room while he was alive.
So we have leads with Marga, and we know that Marga works in the Heights. Do we want to get like the mother's full name or like an address for one of these people?
I feel
That
like
might be a better follow-up lead.
That's a good call.
The other question I would say is like, do we want to learn more? Like, does this person know anything about the Mendicites? I don't even know if that's worth asking.
I don't think that's worth asking because it's so old, but
Mhm.
maybe. I think the mother's name is actually probably the best thing to ask. Yeah, so there you go.
Mhm.
Because that way we can track her down a lot easier.
Yep.
Alright, I'm fairly satisfied with that. And, just because they don't want to be a woodland critter doesn't mean you shouldn't turn them into one.
Well, the thing is, it's expensive, and without consent, I'm not going to get paid back.
Yeah, it really would be a waste of money.
Yeah.
So, over here on the table,
Ooh, fancy map.
you find a map of the lands of Og,
Ooh.
Wow.
which I don't actually have one to give you. I'm just saying. It's like a
What? No
Yeah,
map? You
sorry.
mentioned a map. I thought.
There's a spinning globe gift that I made, but I don't have a map of it yet.
Anything in any of these 3 rooms that I found?
Hold on.
Alright.
We're still in the one room.
That's a.
That's on looking at the map.
Near the map, you find a sketch of the same.
Oh,
Everyone has these
snap!
sketches of
I
Lucene.
There is a peak circled.
I think she's just a real celebrity,
There's a peak circled in the spines to the north of the city, and written beside it, last known location.
Oh, man.
North of the city?
Outside the city walls.
Ooh.
Oh man, we don't have to worry about collateral damage there. Peaugaux.
Well, you know who we
Right.
can confuse even further with this information is those 2 elves.
No, we don't need to give them any more information.
No,
we
they're
should.
clearly evil
Again,
if they were looking for her.
I maintain that those elves are like the plot of Idiot Abroad. We just need to keep like subjecting them to
Just
terrible
keep
leads,
sending them on red herrings.
like progressively worse parts of the city.
No, what we do is we send them off there as Una. We stalk them. And then, use them as essentially, what's the word I'm looking for?
Patsies? Patsies?
Yeah, patsies.
Patsies.
Again,
Yes,
why
there's
did
a
you
lot
want
of-
to get
all
Una
your plans
involved
involve
with this?
turning these 2 guys into patsies.
So essentially, if they find any traps or anything like that, they walk on them. We don't.
Yeah, we send them ahead of time to where we're going to go. And then they
We
what?
find the dead bodies, we know what not to do.
Okay. I gotta Mel. Lenny is going to, I think, go back to Jector's room. And sick.
Oh, nice.
And I'm looking for something that is him, i.e., like maybe a little bit of hair in a comb, or some sort of keepsake. This is specifically as it pertains to the scrying spell,
Oh, I have
in
that.
which I have it's like a close
Oh,
personal
nice.
item. Greatly amplifies the power.
I have
of
a
it.
diamond also.
Yeah.
Describe it.
You have one of his diamonds.
No, we have a diamond that was supposed
No,
to be
it's the
for
scrying
resin.
diamond.
but
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't.
it's an
consume it.
emergency
It's just
diamond.
so like a body part, lock of hair, bit of nail, or the like. That's the best thing. So if we can find the hair, that's ideal. But then there's
You know what'd be
position
really-
of garment, which I'm sure we can get.
Hey, you know what would really be good too, just for drawing sakes too? You're still the gorilla, right?
That is true. I am still the
So
gorilla.
you need to have you need to have the hair. Like you're like searching for hairs and shit as a gorilla. Yeah, it's fucking dope. Like Overwatch. with,
Or
like,
just the
glasses,
gorilla,
the
like-
No, the
Overwatch
jet
gorilla.
blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So good.
Awesome.
God damn it.
Yeah, I think you could probably find some of his hair. You find a hairbrush. You're not sure it's his, but you find some hair.
Cool. So this is probably
Roll
worth
me,
us.
roll me percentage die.
All right, cool.
Ooh.
High stakes
Hey, that's-
percentage
that-
die. High stakes
that's-
percentage die.
From what I can read in Pathfinder, it just seems like you have
Good.
more roles. There's more roles.
It feels like Pathfinder. You get a million-piece.
do.
It seems like it's just more stuff, like more
Yeah.
roles.
Yeah, more stuff to keep
More
track
shit.
of, but at least we have an engine keeping track of it for us now instead of just our
Yeah.
brains. So
Yeah. But it's funny.
You find some hair that you're relatively confident belongs to him.
Cool. So we should try to scry Jector and see where he might be.
excellent
Yeah.
idea.
Give me an
Excellent.
hour, I can do it.
Yeah, I don't have it either. I need time to prep it.
I just need an hour.
So the
If you give me
Phantom
an hour
found
or
him on
two,
the
then I
first
get
floor.
dimension door back too. Dang.
Yeah.
Guys.
I believe Phantom just
I'm
asked
almost asleep.
if he found him on the first floor.
You guys took a long time up there. Phantom's doing the bond stairs, so.
So, Azamar, as you're searching the rooms, you
Yeah.
find an interesting die in one of the drawers.
Ooh.
Wow.
I
That's
don't
pretty
know
dope.
anything about it.
Nice.
That's so great.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they're all branded now.
Oh, it's dope.
Yeah.
I'm going to
That's
the
my
couch.
magic item template.
Yeah, I'm going to the couch and I'm taking a nap. You can see me already like. Eyes
Those
of
are
the rat.
beautiful.
Awesome.
We'll
So
add
cool.
it to your journal.
Die of distinction. Fucking cool. Mm.
That's awesome.
That's really
Oh,
cool.
we have so much stuff. So cool.
I know, just the
Because there's
glut of magic items is
Like I
so
said,
fantastic.
I just like drawing magic items so
Yeah.
much.
Oh, it's the first
Really
day.
just
Do you
like-
know how
This is the
to?
first-
No,
this
do
is
you know how
the
to do
first time we all
rollable
have
tables?
the thing.
I'm sorry?
Do you know how to do rollable tables in Roll20?
No.
That is like it's like what I did for the boss fight of like you roll it and then it's like oh you get Inara or you roll it and you get the doctor. So you can make a roll
yeah.
for like the 6. It's like that can be the result of it.
I mean, in the description, it just says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like,
Yeah.
It's just a d6.
Sure.
But if you read it, you can do a sleight of hand check to try and roll it to the side you want.
What happens if you fail the sleight of hand check?
You just roll it normally.
Darn it.
Why?
I don't know. I was hopeful.
You want bad things to happen?
Yeah? Don't you?
Times.
Oh, but I see what you mean, Quinn. If you made like a line that you clicked that was die of distinction, you could
Mhm.
roll and then whatever the number was would pull up the description.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mean I don't know if you guys remember like when we rolled
Yeah,
the shit.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, how many rooms did Phantom get to check before the party came downstairs?
How much stuff did Benton steal without us knowing?
He's not that kind of rogue.
Oh yeah, also wine. I did make a note to keep an eye on the wine. So
Well,
I
we gotta
remember
restock
that.
the restaurants, and this is an excellent time to get
Yeah.
a bunch of wine.
I don't know how much of it is wine and how much is blood, so maybe some of it is sauce and some of it is wine.
We'll check before we serve it.
Yeah, what is it? Not now, but, when we get there. Commune with nature. I can find out whether that's blood or not.
Good to know.
What?
Incredibly comfortable bed.
The little
Lucy's
cutting board.
sleeping. Trouble.
It's the little details that are just like absurd.
Yeah, it's fun.
So, Bentham, you have spent all this time downstairs. Did you do any kind of search check at all?
Well, I imagine I did.
Should
Here's
we
the
all
thing,
have
I
an
didn't
igloo?
know. Here's the thing. You said that we were doing upstairs first, and I didn't want to interrupt by saying
So
I do
one
this search.
now. Do one now.
And of course, I leave advantage on.
shot! Take the shot!
Okay.
That's pretty good. That's a good shot.
Oh, you just rolled it again?
He didn't roll it before.
I keep forgetting to turn off advantage.
I mean, you find some nice wine and nothing like super exciting.
Nothing like
No
that.
notes or anything out of the
Nothing
ordinary.
Like the guy of distinction. Notes. One of these things.
I am not a detective.
Disorganized today.
Alright. Well, Fintham's gonna then start loading up wine into the bag of holding while he's waiting for the guys to come downstairs.
Feeling a bunch of wine.
That's a good
Yeah.
fit, though.
Alright, I didn't come up with names for the wine today, so you guys will have to come up with names for the wineries.
Absolutely.
He only has 2 different brands in this house, which is odd.
Yes, it's Horse Hollow and Horse Hollow and what's a different? One's red, one's white.
I mean, I assume Horse Hollow is red.
Yes, obviously.
Plain Jane.
Okay, you also find a
wineries.
scrap of paper
Plain
with the
Jane
name, with the
wineries.
name Jolie Mardigal written on the top of it.
Sorry?
Note, you also find a scrap of paper with the name Jolie Mardigal written at the top. The note describes her as a young sorcerer in her 20s with umber skin, dark curly hair, blue eyes, and known to wear the colors of her house, pink and red.
That's gonna be her.
Jolie.
I have no ulterior motive.
No? You sure?
Oh, that's the shoe house, isn't it?
No.
Or the fish house.
It's the shoe house. Obviously, it's the fucking shoe house.
Your house.
Alright, well,
Anyone else want to search the downstairs, please?
sure. I'll open my eyes while I'm down here.
Don't bother, I already took all the wine.
Yeah, I didn't find anything except empty bottles.
I didn't
failed
pour the
searching.
wine
I
out.
failed the investigation. So let me try the old perception.
Shield, man. I'm looking
Even
for
worse.
your purse.
I see significantly more than this one.
It
Alright.
fits. It fits. I don't mind it at all.
Lenny, you find a finely made
Can you
leather
find secret
glove.
doors?
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah, it's my
And it has
investigation
a
check.
golden
though.
sword etched
I don't have any
along
special
the
skill
middle
for it.
finger.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Like
Like
the
that.
Michael Jackson middle finger glove.
Dueling glove?
I
Sorry.
want it.
That's so awesome.
You want it?
Yeah.
Does it give advantage? What does it do?
Never get the do you want it?
Too fast.
The glove slap is a little place
While
where
wearing the dueling glove, you may use an action to throw the glove to the ground in the direction of one creature you can see within 30 feet. This creature must attempt a wisdom saving throw DC 15. On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your challenge. For 1 minute, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures. That's crazy powerful. It must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move the space that is more than 30 feet away. Damn.
It's a compel spell.
God damn.
It is. It's a compel
mean-
spell.
It's compelled duel.
Yeah.
But in glove form.
Yes.
Well,
It's back in
And you have
glove
to
Okay.
use
form.
an action to throw the glove to the ground.
you should. I was gonna say, yeah, you slap something in the face with it. too.
Yeah, we were just talking about slapping earlier. It's
Who's
perfect.
taking the dueling glove?
This is my glove.
Yeah.
And if you want it, you have to defeat me in a duel.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
No big words.
Is that the only
I don't have enough hit points to take it, to tell you the truth. I'm not doing
All you do
anybody.
is hit one person.
Well, I think.
All we needed was one person to stay in the room with us.
I mean, Lenny could turn into a bird.
I'm so
Slap
happy with that.
someone.
With that. I'm so
Yeah.
happy with that design.
That is a
I
beautiful,
think, hey,
beautiful
wait,
design.
I think
Fuck
you
you.
could
Asmar, do you want
I think you could break it certain ways with that.
Yeah. Alright.
Very few things that I don't like to use in weird ways.
Well, you can compel someone, then dive into the ground.
I'm still looking for boots of speed myself.
Yeah,
so.
become
I
a
turn
groundhog.
into a
Oh my
fish.
god.
It's like,
Yeah,
come
just
and get
keep it, bring it in
Oh,
the water.
that's a great idea. Just drown
like that.
them.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of stupid.
It's a stupid
There's a lot of
breaking
potential.
rules thing you can do, I think.
Yeah, so this is Lenny's glove, and if you want to challenge me for the glove,
Well, like
we
going
can
to a
sort
bunch-
this outside.
Well, I expect
But
to see the
until,
glove
until further
in all
notice,
future
this is my
Lenny
glove.
drawings.
Challenge him to a fight and turn into a gorilla.
I would trade you the eye for it, but
No, you challenge them to a duel and then turn into a porcupine.
Totally.
The eyes make you better at perception.
yeah.
You need that more. Asmar, keep your eyes, please.
I mean that's actually kind of a meta mechanic in that like I probably have one of the highest perceptions, but then if you give a bonus to the highest,
The best way to do it.
then the one person in the party is maxing
Yep.
it out.
Yep.
But I have terrible perception, and I'm only keeping them because they're amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fabulous.
have
I
my
think
shield.
they
I
would
don't
ruin
need-
Lenny's aesthetic, but they go great with Asmar's.
Also true.
I'm gonna play a song on the piano about how bad my shield works.
Alright, so can I try trying on him if we take an hour in this place?
Yeah.